There are moments in life when doing nothing is the best choice. It might feel strange at first. Sometimes taking no action is better than rushing into a decision. When we allow ourselves to pause and reflect, we often find clarity and peace. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to let go. Holding on to past hurts, regrets, or disappointments can weigh you down. Letting go doesn't mean you forget or ignore what happened. It means you choose to release the burden and free yourself to move forward. There are also times when the most beneficial thing you can do is to accept things as they are. Life is full of situations that we cannot control or change. By accepting these situations, we stop resisting reality and begin to find ways to navigate through it. Acceptance allows us to find peace and strength to continue our journey, even when things aren't perfect. Many of your problems will resolve on their own. In fact, most of the problems you think you have will disappear without you needing to do anything. This happens for a few reasons. First, many of these problems are just potential issues. They exist only in your mind as worries about what might happen. In reality, most of these imagined problems will never come to pass. Second, with time, you'll realize that these problems are not as big as they initially seemed. As you gain perspective, you'll either forget about them or learn to live with them. What once felt overwhelming will become manageable or even insignificant. Third, some problems turn out to be blessings in disguise. What you initially see as a curse can lead to unexpected positive outcomes. You might find that a problem pushes you toward a better future, and you'll end up grateful for the experience because it brought about personal growth or new opportunities. Sometimes simply leaving things as they are can fix them. This idea might seem scary because we've been taught to solve all our problems and even prevent them before they happen. However, problems are a natural part of life. Even though it's frightening to accept them, they are necessary for change, evolution, and progress. Therefore, sometimes it's better to let life flow and allow things to take their course, even if it means facing some undesirable outcome. Life is a cycle. For new things to begin, some things must end. If I may offer some unsolicited advice, don't try to resurrect what has been dead for years. Let it go and move on with your life. To do nothing is to do everything. This is the essence of harnessing the power of Tao. The Tao, an ancient Chinese philosophy, teaches us to align with the natural flow of the universe rather than forcing our will upon it. This principle is beautifully illustrated in Sun Tzu's renowned book, The Art of War. Sun Tzu emphasized that to fight and conquer in your battles is not the supreme excellence, but to break the enemy's resistance without fighting. This idea suggests that true mastery lies not in overt confrontation, but in subtle, patient strategies that lead to victory without conflict. It's about using the energy and circumstances around you to your advantage, rather than directly opposing them. The wisdom of old Oriental sages often encapsulates this principle. They advise, sit on the riverbank long enough, and you will see the dead body of your enemy floating down. This metaphorical saying highlights the power of patience and inaction. It suggests that if you wait long enough and refrain from reacting impulsively, your adversaries will eventually face the consequences of their actions without you having to lift a finger. In the end, if you do not react to your enemy's malicious criticisms, you allow their true nature to reveal itself. By not engaging in their negativity or retaliating, you maintain your integrity and peace of mind. Over time, your enemy's masks will fall off, exposing their true intentions and character to everyone. People will eventually see the truth, recognizing the malice behind their actions. Your patience and restraint will highlight your strength and authenticity, making it clear who is truly in the wrong. Applying the power of doing nothing to your life can teach you valuable lessons. When you take a step back and do nothing, you realize that the world continues to function perfectly without your constant involvement. Flowers still bloom beautifully, the sun rises and sets each day, and your friends carry on with their lives. This realization brings two important insights. It becomes clear that life doesn't revolve around you. This understanding can be freeing. It means you don't have to worry about controlling everything around you. The world can manage without you constantly trying to fix things. You are responsible for yourself. While the world goes on, you realize that you are the one who needs to take care of yourself. You are responsible for your own well-being and happiness. This insight empowers you to focus on what you need to be healthy and content. On the other hand, doing nothing often improves your quality of life, because what you choose not to do can be more important than what you actually do. Avoiding smoking is more beneficial for your health than any amount of cardio exercise. Choosing not to eat junk food is more crucial than following any specific diet plan. Not spending more money than you can afford is more important than investing in financial ventures like cryptocurrency. On the other hand, when you do nothing, you give everything around you a chance to regenerate and refresh. This principle can be seen in various aspects of life. For instance, when you sleep, your body heals and restores itself. Similarly, when you take a break from work, creativity can recharge. Constantly pushing yourself to be productive can lead to burnout and mental fatigue. As you continue to practice the art of doing nothing, you'll find that it brings a new level of calm and clarity to your life. By resisting the urge to constantly intervene, you allow situations to unfold naturally, often revealing solutions that you might not have seen in the midst of frantic activity. This approach also nurtures your ability to trust the process of life. Believe that things have a way of working themselves out, even when you're not actively trying to control the outcome. Over time, you might notice a shift in your relationships as well. When you stop trying to fix or manage other people's problems, you give them the space to grow and learn on their own. This doesn't mean you stop caring or supporting them, but rather that you respect their journey and trust their ability to find their own way. In turn, this can lead to healthier, more balanced relationships where both parties feel empowered and respected. In a broader sense, the philosophy of doing nothing can be applied to many areas of life. In the workplace, for instance, stepping back from micromanaging can lead to a more creative and productive environment. When employees feel trusted and valued, they are more likely to take initiative and contribute innovative ideas. Similarly, in personal development, allowing yourself periods of rest and reflection can lead to greater insights and breakthroughs than constantly pushing for progress. Practice of doing nothing also has a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. In a world that often glorifies busyness and productivity, taking the time to simply be and be a radical act of self-care. It allows you to reconnect with yourself, to listen to your inner voice, and to cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment. This doesn't mean that you stop setting goals or striving for growth, but rather that you approach life with a sense of balance and ease. In essence, doing nothing is about embracing the present moment and trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. It's about releasing the need to control every aspect of your life and instead allowing space for spontaneity, creativity, and unexpected blessings. By letting go of the constant need to do, you open yourself up to the beauty and wisdom that comes from simply being. As you move forward, I encourage you to experiment with this approach in your own life. Start small, perhaps by setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and do nothing. Notice how it feels to let go of the need to be productive and instead just exist in the moment. Over time, you may find that this practice not only brings more peace and clarity to your life, but also opens the door to new opportunities and experiences that you never could have imagined. Remember, doing nothing is not about giving up or being passive. It's about choosing when to act and when to let things be.